Nathan Cox, thanks for joining us on You Better Believe That's Butter.
You better believe that's butter.
Today we're going to do some slow roasted ribs, okay? Now not everyone, I think everyone almost appreciates a good rib where the meat's just falling off the bone, right? But not everyone has a smoker, you know, where they can sit it out there for 10 hours or whatever. But I think everyone has an oven, okay? Now the other tool we're going to need today to make this right is a Dutch oven. I mean an actual Dutch oven for cooking. I'm not talking about like pulling a blanket over somebody's head and farting. Okay. So the Dutch oven is what really, I think, makes this really, really good in my opinion. Now some people will wrap their ribs in foil and stuff like that. I'm going to do this a little bit different. So get out your pack of ribs that you got from the store. I just got like a big pack of, these are just big spare ribs, okay? You know, hopefully enough to feed the family. One big rack. And then we'll make some roast taters to go with this too, since we're gonna be running this oven for like 8 hours straight. But it's only gonna be like 210 degrees, so we're not making the oven work very hard. And that's what's gonna give these ribs their slow cooked taste. All right, so prepping them, there's a couple important things here to do, especially if you've never worked with ribs. So obviously let's get them out of the package here first. Okay, you're gonna need some paper towels handy because not only are we using them for our hands, but we gotta take a film off the back side of these, which if you don't, it's gonna make them really like chewy. And we definitely don't want that. So we want them to fall off the bone, just melt in your mouth. So let's split this thing here so we can get it into their Dutch oven a little bit better. Am I hitting the bone? Okay, I'm sure I could have made that look easier, but anyways, that was just fighting me. I'm gonna rinse this off real quick to rinse any extra blood or anything off of it. Okay, you see as we're working here, I got the oven preheated at 210 degrees. All right, so let's get in here a little bit closer, shall we? Okay, now this part of the rib, there's not gonna be a whole lot of it. Okay, it's mostly just right here. Okay, it's just kind of a, I don't know, like a, it's not like a skin, but it's like a ligament. And you're using the paper towels, let me put this to the side. Okay, use the paper towels to help get grip on it because it can be pretty tricky to get started here. And your fingers are kind of slimy, so you're not going to get grip with them. All right, you see that? And that's all it is, but it makes a huge difference. And you can't do it later. It's got to be done before you cook them. Okay, now this is the bigger piece here. You're going to see a whole lot more of it on this part of the slab. So just try to find a spot where you think you can get a good start on it. I wish I could get a big piece going there so I could show you all. There we go. That's where I was looking for it. Okay, now it is a little troublesome to do, especially until you get at the knack of it. If you don't have strong hands, it might be really hard for you, but it makes a huge difference. And now we're going to season them. Okay, now the seasoning is completely up to you guys. You can just coat these with barbecue sauce and slap them in the oven. Now my son's not a big fan of barbecue sauce. He's just not. He likes more like the dry rub. So, simple things like pepper, seasoned salt, garlic powder, and a little bit of butter. Because I think butter makes everything better.
You better believe that's butter.
All right, now this part's simple. We're just gonna cover the Dutch oven, put it in the oven, which is already preheated at 210 degrees, and let it slow cook for the next 8 hours or so. We are going to check in on it before that, but that's roughly the time frame. Lucy came by to say hi. She's trying to get anything I drop. Luckily, I'm not dropping anything today. All right, so you got some taters here. Some good sized baked potatoes. Just rinse them off real quick. Okay, we're gonna grab some seasoning here. Got butter again, some regular salt and pepper, and some garlic powder. Okay, we're gonna take some aluminum foil this time. The heavy duty stuff is much better for doing this. Okay, slap your spud down. A little bit of butter. Actually, that's kind of a healthy amount, isn't it? Some salt. That's sea salt if you want to get technical. Pepper. And a little bit of garlic powder. Now, some people might be like, aren't you supposed to poke holes in it? Now, when you're slow roasting potatoes, I never really found a reason to do that, only in the microwave because they're cooking them in 5 minutes. But right now, we still got about 4 hours to go. So these taters are gonna have plenty of time to roast. Okay, now take yourself a little pan so we can stick these in the oven. Oops, I needed a little bit bigger pan. Gotta keep it kind of small because I'm gonna stick it beside that Dutch oven. I think it's taking up a ton of room in the oven. It's smelling great in here. Those ribs are gonna be great in a couple hours. Okay, so I'm just gonna stick these in and let them roast away, and then we'll get back here in a couple hours and check on all the food. Okay, so these ribs have been cooking for about 8 hours, and these taters for about 4.5, I think. And I think they're gonna be amazing. So let's pull them out and see what we got. Okay, let's check the taters and see if they're done. And we're just gonna take a fork and make sure we can pierce right through it. Oh, that just dropped right in. That's gonna be a nice, tasty tater. Well, for those of you who are wondering, wait, isn't that the same cutting board and knife you used earlier? Okay, it is, but it's ran through the dishwasher. So it's already been cleaned, sanitized, and back out. I do not have the old blood and stuff on it still, okay? Okay, my kids are coming in the kitchen any time here for some food. They're gonna be starving. So let's take some of these ribs out of here, take a closer look. Oh yeah. Didn't even need a knife for that. Now that's falling off the bone. That's gonna be delicious. So you can see this is a simple meal you can make at home, especially if you're here throughout the day, coming in and out, and it's just gonna be delicious. And you don't have to have an expensive smoker sitting outside to do it. It's been raining cats and dogs all day, so this is a nice meal you can do in the house. And it's so simple. You saw how simple it was. And the kids are gonna be loving it. So thanks again for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. You guys have a great day.